And we're back. This is the fourth week of the 30-30 challenge. I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I'm starting this week on the Wednesday because the Sunday I didn't get a whole lot done out here. Did some stripping down on the 3-2 block. And did some more work on the door panel. I started getting it started to be reassembled. But Monday night and Tuesday night just wasn't feeling 100% and just didn't have the energy to come out here to do anything. I was just sick. It's the only way that's the only thing to say is I just felt like garbage, so I just didn't come out and get started on anything. A few things to note. I'm trying to get a hold of a hardware place to get the shelves, like to get the boards for the shelves. How wide is this? Is this 1 inch? Yes, I believe that would be what they would call 1 inch shelves. Trying to get but you look on their website and they're like, they don't have, if they have available or their pricing on the boards, and it's like, well, I'm at work and I can't sit on hold for extended periods of time to find out about some wood for some shelves, so it is what it is, I guess. Still fighting with the hood too. I've basically moved it from being here where it's a pain in the arse and then it was here, and now I've just got like a little bit here and here and here. So it's something on this side of the hood is doing it, because this side I just sprayed, and there's a few spots that, because they're, for whatever reason, this Krylon Rust Tough, it's like kind of spattering a tiny bit. But this side of the hood, no problems. Like, and it's drying up nicely. So I don't know. Something was on this side of the hood. Something got on there, and it was well into it, because it's like in here I had it down to like bare metal, 100% down to bare metal. So, but part of why you're here is for that stuff. When I'm finally going to be, it's getting rattle can. I just have a single rattle can of paint inside as well, like color coded. So it'll be getting. Just like, I might have to get a second can, because I think one can will get me the edges kind of up by where the vents are, this edge, and there, and kind of around in this area. And then it'll all get wiped down, and then I'll do like the big areas, but I'm going to get it so it's setting like up flat against something. So what I might do is make sure this is painted along the bottom really nicely, quite up a little ways, and then lean it up against the doors or something with the tarp at the bottom to protect it, and so I don't have to go down that low because it'll already be covered is the idea, and then have it there so it's an easier way to spray it, because it's easier to spray straight forward than it is to spray down. That is one thing I have discovered. But this week it's time to tackle this corner and start tackling a bunch of stuff with it. I'm going to pull out this stuff. I've got here a garbage can. I've got the bin I'm throwing scrap metal into. So I'm going to start pulling this stuff out and start tackling that. Hopefully by this weekend I have wood for shelves, so I can show you guys that update. And tomorrow or Friday I'm picking up a container, a shelving unit thing to put my sandpaper in and all my wiring stuff into, and probably a few specialty tools, like wiring related tools. Like I'll put my strippers in there, the crimpers, the heat gun, the soldering iron, and I'm going to put all my heat shrink in there, all my split polylume in there. It's going to be a container that has like all my wiring stuff in it and all of my sandpaper abrasive stuff in it, with the exception of like the actual grinding discs will be over there. I might put my tape in there, but I also like being able to access the tape easily because when it's hanging there. So we'll see. So other than that, I guess it is time to turn the music on and start pulling stuff out of there and figure out what it is I have in there and organize it and start throwing stuff out, because it'll be here, down here, and then up here, and then in this corner, and then going through all this shelving, and probably go through this fridge too. I like the fridge. It does exactly what it needs to do. It stays sealed. It doesn't stink. So that's kind of a fridge where I can throw other stuff into that I need to keep protected come wintertime. So But let's get started on that. Brief interlude. I'm probably way too close right now, but brief interlude for the cleaning. I stopped for a moment and I stopped the camera because I'm doing the whole stopping at 15 minutes because so that I know it gets recorded properly. My biggest thing is I went searching for a bucket to put stuff that I gotta take to the house in. Like it's stuff that looks like it should be in the house, like a bag full of big ass safety pins. But I found this, which looks like absolute garbage, but on the Camaro, the IROT, it required. This is what it took, was this brown shift knob, not like the square, like the stick or anything else, like all the other automatics. And how this works, this goes over the shaft, and then the button goes on the top. So you push on the button, and it's kind of just cool. I thought I lost it because there's Camaro parts everywhere, and that's not just for me. That's from years of it being kind of sitting. And I was like, well, I'll just get a new one. And I tried to replace it on eBay. And this little thing was like $100 and some plus shipping. So having found it, yeah, it looks like crap, but I can put new cover on it and make it look less like crap. But yeah, little interlude for the cleaning video. Alright, so that is a wrap for week 4, and I'm going to be 100% all the way real with you guys. This week was really hard on me. I wasn't feeling the greatest, so I spent a lot more time in bed. Like, I'd get home from work after doing like shopping and stuff, and I just didn't have the energy to get out here. I was like crawling into bed super early, and just kind of like vegging out and trying to relax and fall asleep early. So I only really got out here on Wednesday night for half an hour, 45 minutes. Took care of some stuff over in this corner, cleaned out the stuff underneath there. I've relocated some Intrepid parts instead of them being on the floor over to here for now. I did spend a whole lot of time out here today working on this mess. I have these sockets to go through yet, and these sockets to go through yet. I've been throwing the spare 1/4 inch ones in this can. Any spare, the 1/2 inch and 3/4 will go in here. And I've got a really weird 1/4 inch 14 mil that I probably won't ever use because that's insane. But I'll get these all kind of organized. So I've got sockets there. I've got this set here. This is kind of more the set that I like having, so that if I need to go do something in the yard, I just close it up and take it with me. So I just want to make sure everything was there. So like if I'm doing an oil change outside, or if I got to go do something on like the lawn tractor or whatever, then I just take that with me because it's easier than, oh, I need this now and walk all the way back. And oh, I need this now and walk all the way back. I can grab ratchets when I go. It's just easier because I'll usually grab a ratchet or two and then grab a couple extensions, whatever I'm working on. So, but like I said in the last video, I do plan on doing this on a continuous basis. It's no longer going to be a 30-30 challenge, obviously, but I do plan on coming out here, and on occasion I will record doing more stuff because there is all of that to go through yet. In this past month, I basically managed to clean up all of there, get the engine on a stand, get shelves up. I need to pick up wood. I'm waiting. It's hard to find out what size you need. Like, well, I know what sizes I need, but I'm waiting for quotes back, and they haven't called me back yet. And I work all day, so I can't just call them to be like, yo, how much for the wood? But I have put a couple screws in over here of some stuff for the Intrepid engine, like the flex plate and the spacer plate. I don't know what exactly it is, but it was there. So I figured I don't want to lose that. Saws. This is for the BMW door panel that I'm trying to reattach and fix up, and this is coming along. I'm going to start pulling apart these heads, take the rockers off, and pull the cams out, and look things over, check out their condition and such, and figure out what I want to do. I do want to port match or port expand or something. I don't know if this side is the gasket for this side or not, but that's definitely not for this side. They're probably ambidextrous. I'm just putting them up, installing them wrong. Yeah, I'm just installing it wrong. But I wouldn't mind port matching the heads to the size of the actual gasket. That's why I kept these gaskets. They're no good because they are cracked, but I figured this way I can kind of mark, because this one is absolutely no good because it's got all those ticks out of it. But if I can go like this and port match the intake and the intake ports and stuff, I might need to bolt them down or whatever just to make sure, and just clean them up with a die grinder and such, and make them a little bit more flowy for intake, or for the intake charge air to go through. Same with it's up here somewhere. This, I'll clean that up and do the same thing, port match it, so that, because the 3.2 is going to be a long process build, although there will be separate videos on that when I'm doing the port matching and stuff, and whatever I end up deciding to do, if I'm going to stick with the 3.2 and try to get more RPM out of the engine with a bit more strength, or if I'm just going to pull it and just go straight for the 4-liter crank. There's options. I might go to the 4-liter crank to have that more of that bottom end push from it, and with the turbo, but that's for later. Another thing I did get under here a bit more organized. I bought one of these from Walmart, so I've got all my wire down there. I've got tools, some tools in here like specialty tools, heat gun, their digital thermometer, most stuff for wiring, soldering iron, drill bits I put in there because I need somewhere else to put them. I've got all the sandpaper in here. I've put the obviously a bit too much scrap metal on top, I might actually move some stuff around after. I maybe put that scrap metal in that wood shelf thing. That used to be up there, but I took it down so there's more, so I can make more space here. This is still a mess because I'm still kind of cleaning and organizing it. I still need to go through this toolbox. I don't actually want to keep this. I'd love a much larger toolbox to fit everything, because like my screwdriver drawer is absolutely full, and then standard metric wrenches. I'd like to organize everything, and so it's easy. Just this is this, this is that. I've started organizing some excess parts. Like this is for the valve covers for the BMW, because I've got another set that I'm cleaning up to paint. I've been going through a bunch of garbage. There's still this bin to go through, and that bin to go through, and this to go through. This is all scrap metal, so that's going to be fun to get into the truck. There's all of this to go through. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff there to go through yet. Like the cobalt headlights, and I've got like a white snow brush there, and I've got these strut boxes and plastic containers and Camaro parts and BMW parts, and yeah, I got stuff everywhere right now. Then I've got tires that I wanted to put on the Camaro, just so it's got newer tires. But there is absolutely all sorts of stuff in here and out here to go through. I've got more Camaro parts here. Some insulated piping. I've got a bunch of I wonder if this would fit on top, and then I just have to deal with that. No, it does not fit. I've got a bunch of jerry cans I need to go through. I've got the old air cleaner assembly for the Camaro. I've got exhaust tubing, exhaust hose. I've got this cabinet to go through. I've got that glass to do something with. I've got cardboard that needs to go. That's a simple, easy issue. This is here. That's from the transmission for the Intrepid. I'm just making sure it's drained before I move it somewhere. There is this to take care of. Once this is done and on the car, that'll free up so much space in here too. Like this is a good 10 by 10 section that just takes up space. And it's dusty right now. There's just a little bit on this side that I need to kind of tackle, which I'll probably do tonight as well. I'm going to go through the rest of this because this is really boring, of looking at a socket, figuring out what size it is. Do I have one there? No? Okay. And then putting it in there if I have it already, or if I don't, I put it up. So it's really not anything interesting to watch. So there is that. But I think I've made a lot of headway. It'll probably be a couple weeks till I pick up the wood. It's because I need to wait till I'm off on a day off during the week so I can go and pick up wood. Because I think I got to go one place for 2 boards or 1 board. I think Churchbridge has got Churchbridge or Langenberg, somebody's got like 1x6s, and then I'm still waiting to hear back on about 1x4s, because the 1x6 will bring out to, yeah, 1x6 would be to here. So I just want the 1x4 to finish and it would overhang like a tiny bit. So, and then I'll actually have shelves here, so it won't look so strange. And I still got some tools to put away, but I gotta figure out what I'm doing with some of the other stuff. This is stuff I'm saving from here. I got 2 of the pistons out. Still need to go through all this stuff underneath. There's BMW parts, there's some spare Intrepid parts, there's coolant and stuff. So there's still lots and lots and lots and lots for me to do. And I hope you guys don't mind me, like this week was a total loss, just like personal mental health issues, basically. It's the best way to explain it. I just wasn't feeling 100%. I didn't feel great, and so I'd get home from work and I'd just crash. Like I barely watched YouTube or did anything else. I literally got home, had supper, and then I was ready to just crawl into bed because I was just so drained. So that is it. That's it for week 4. That's 30 days. That's a big difference that's happened over the last 30 days. I'll see if I'll grab some old footage to kind of compare, like photos, and compare what it looked like and what it looks like now, just to kind of get an idea of how far it's actually come along. If you guys have seen any of the old videos, there used to be a cabinet in that corner, and that table used to be along there, and I've made some changes in here so I can actually bring a car in and I actually have space on either side to actually work on it. It used to be so cramped. Like you'd come in and you could, if you're doing anything if you're doing brakes or something, it was a pain in the ass to do this side. Then you'd have to try to fight to do it on this side because there's no space to actually work. So, still more lighting to do. There's still the ceiling to do. There's still lots to do. So this will be a much longer series. It might not be the 30-30 challenge. It might just be the shop revival series or something. I have no idea what I'll call it yet. But that will be it for now, guys. Thank you for watching. I just think that was a partridge or something that just went flying by. Thanks for watching. Like if you like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know if you've been working on anything. And again, guys, I just do this kind of for fun. So hopefully we'll get into some car content soon. Like there'll be painting and the hood going on. The hood going on probably won't be on camera because, God, I hate those hinges. They suck. They absolutely horribly suck. 100%. Not even gonna lie. They suck. But, yeah. Because once the hood's on, then I can have a whole lot more fun. I'll have a new fan coming, so there'll be that. Because there'll be like some small updates to this when I do that as well. I'll probably change out all these hose clamps and pull this off and paint it. And change out that lower elbow metal piece that we made. And get a new hose here because I know roughly how short it needs to be. So get that, cut it, and then use that other piece I cut off to go here. So this, because this is just making it. So I'll do that, and I'll pull this off and paint that, and I'll paint that piece and clean that up and change the fan, and she'll be golden. But that is, I ramble. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Share, like, subscribe, all that fun jazz. And I will see you guys in the next video. I don't know what it will be, when it will be, but yeah, it'll be out soon, eventually, one day. I'm still trying to figure out some other stuff for the channel. I have lots of stuff recorded. I just have to sit down and do the editing now so that it actually makes some kind of sense. So, but that'll be for a later date. So without further ado,
to say goodbye.